Hello student, hope you are doing well. Today I will be starting a topic on comparative balance sheet or comparative financial statement. That is, if I deal with two balance sheet, it will be called comparative balance sheet, and if I deal with two income statement, it will be called comparative income statement. So either they can give you two profit and loss account or two balance sheet. Now why it is done or what is mean by this comparative balance sheet or comparative PL account? We need to prepare this statement to compare two year balance sheet or 2 year PL account. The motto is to see whether there is an increase or decrease from previous year level. Means in case of PL account, we'll see whether it has increased or decreased from PL from previous year level, and in case of balance sheet, we'll see whether it has increased or decreased from previous year level. The idea is to see whether the asset or some say income or expense is increasing or decreasing and what repercussion it has on the financial position of a company. Now, I would reiterate that you please comment that whether you have understood my video or not, and you can also have the note by clicking the Google Drive link. See, unless and until you give me the feedback that whether you have understood my lecture or not, it won't be possible for me to comprehend that the topic is clear to you. So please give me your valuable suggestion and feedback. Okay, let us back to the topic. Now, this is the format of comparative balance sheet. Now, as you can see, it is the format. We have taken 2 years, that is previous year, current year, and change in absolute figure and change percentage. So, what is the basic thumb rule is that we will compare the previous year and the current year, and will take the difference in absolute figure. Suppose previous year is 5,000 and current year is 7,000. So 5,000 increased to 7,000. So difference becomes, change in absolute figure becomes 2,000. So we have to take the change in percentage. It will be 2,000 divided by 5,000. Why 5,000? Because 5,000 is the previous year. So 2,000 divided by 5,000, that is previous year figure, into 100 will give you the change in percentage. So basically we are following the format of a balance sheet, that is the marshalling of asset based on rigidity preference method. So first comes fixed asset, then we'll make a total of total fixed asset, then comes investment. Investment means long term investment, then comes current asset, then we will have the total asset, that is A plus B plus C. A is total fixed asset, B is investment, and C is total current asset. Next we will have shareholders fund. Now what is shareholder fund? Share capital, reserve and surplus, and profit and loss account. So this will give us the shareholders fund, that is A. Next comes long term loan, and under this we will have debenture, loan, and total long term loan becomes B, that is debenture and loan. Then comes current liability, it becomes total of creditors. BP means bills payable, and this is bank overdraft. So A plus B plus C will give you the total liability. As you can see, total liability becomes A plus B plus C. So we have to see the total asset and total liability. That is just we are following the vertical form of a balance sheet. Now let us start with a problem. Now we have this problem. As you can see, fixed asset is given as 12 lakh and 18 lakh. Accumulated depreciation is given as, accumulated depreciation, just to clarify, means provision for depreciation. It means 2 lakh and 3 lakh. Then comes investment 5 lakh and 6 lakh. Now here we are deducting this 2 lakh, means accumulated depreciation, from 12 lakh, and we are getting 10 lakh. Similarly we are deducting 3 lakh from 18 lakh, and we are getting 15 lakh. Now next we will have this current asset, that is 5 lakh and 9 lakh. So on the liability side we have 5 lakh and 10 lakh of share capital, then comes reserve, debenture, mortgage loan and current liability. So this is the basic format of a balance sheet on horizontal basis. So we will prepare a comparative balance sheet based on vertical basis of balance sheet. Always remember, comparative balance sheet is prepared on vertical basis, just on the basis of format I have shown you. Now as you can see, first comes fixed asset. Fixed asset, how much it is given, you can see 2001 is given 12 lakh and 2002 it is given 18 lakh. So 2001 we have 12 lakh, 2002 18 lakh, difference becomes 6 lakh. So how to get this percentage increase or decrease? That is 6 lakh divided by 12 lakh will give you this 50%. Similar will be the case of accumulated depreciation. Means from 2 lakh it increases to 3 lakh, but increases in negative value, not in positive one. So net increase is 1 lakh, but that 1 lakh is in negative, because from 2 lakh it has further reduced to 3 lakh. So net becomes this 5 lakh, that is 6 lakh. Here it won't be plus, it would be minus, because plus and inside it is a negative figure, so plus minus it becomes minus. So 6 lakh, from 6 lakh we need to deduct this 1 lakh, so it becomes 5 lakh. So here also 2 lakh it increases to 3 lakh, so net increase is 1 lakh. So 1 lakh divided by 2 lakh gives 50%. In case of investment also, from 5 lakh it increases to 6 lakh. So net increase is 1 lakh, so 1 lakh divided by 5 lakh will be 20%. So in this way we will find out all this percentage. So you can see total asset become 20 lakh and in 2002 it become 30 lakh. So net increase 10 lakh. So 10 lakh divided by 20 lakh becomes 50%. I hope you have understood up to this. Then comes the liability side. Liability side we have share capital 5 lakh and it increases to 10 lakh. So how much it has increased? Tell me, please tell me. It has increased to 5 lakh. So 5 lakh divided by 5 lakh it becomes 100%. Similarly reserve, from 3 lakh it reduced to 2 lakh. So the difference become 1 lakh divided by 3 lakh, it becomes negative 33.33% or one third. Similarly in case of debenture, from 5 lakh it increases to 6 lakh, so net increase is 1 lakh. So 1 lakh divided by 5 lakh becomes 20%. In case of mortgage loan also, from 5 lakh it increased to 8 lakh. So 8 difference is 3 lakh. So 3 lakh divided by 5 lakh will give you this 60%. So we have the total liability 20 lakh and 30 lakh, difference is 10 lakh. So 10 lakh divided by 20 lakh will give you the difference, that is 50%. Similar logic will follow in case of current liability also, current asset and current liability. You can see the current asset is given, current liability is also given. So by following that concept we can see the net increase or decrease, and here we are taking current liability not as current asset liability but as working capital, that is current asset minus current liability, and we are finding out the difference, that is the working capital, and we are just comparing the working capital based on previous year and current year and see how much it has increased. It has increased to 66.6%. As you can see the formula, absolute increase decrease divided by absolute figure of previous year into 100. So I assume that you have understood the concept. So let us move to another problem, and in that case it will be based on income statement. Now go through this problem. As you can see, a PL account is given, sales, return, just like normal PL account, then purchase discount, to cost of goods sold, then administration expenses. It is given in 1000 rupees. Income from investment, selling expenses, every details are given. Income from sale of land to income tax to net profits. But basically we will follow the same logic. That is, we have the sale figure in 2003 and 2004. We will find it out how much it has increased or decreased. So we can see it has increased to the extent of 95, means 95,000. So 95 divided by 690 will give you 13.77. Similar logic will follow in case of return. So we will have net sale. Then we will find out the cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold as given in the problem, you can see cost of goods sold is given 4 lakh 15 and 4 lakh 35. So we can see the difference is 20. So 20 divided by 4 lakh 15 will give you 4.81 percentage. Now for operating expenses, other income and other expenses, we will follow the same logic. We will find it out based on previous year how far it has increased or decreased, and we will just write down the percentage. As you can see, we are just following the format of PL account, that is, from gross profit we are deducting operating expenses, then we are adding other income, then we are deducting other expenses. Lastly, we have profit before tax. From that we are deducting the income tax. Income tax is given in the problem. As you can see, income tax is given 40 and 70, 40,000 and 70,000. So if we deduct this thing, so it becomes 90 and 105. So you can see from 40 it has increased to 70, means 30. So 30 divided by 40, it becomes 75. So profit after tax, that is PAT, becomes 90, and in the current year it becomes 105. So 105, so from 90 it has increased to 105, so difference is 15. So 15 divided by 90 will give you, into 100 will give you the percentage. So in this way you need to calculate comparative financial statement. It may be based on balance sheet or it may be based on PL account. And lastly, you need to add some comment. As in this case, you can see that net sales increased by this much and selling expense increased by 40,000, that is 42.11%, which are quite high as compared to increase in sale. Management should give proper attention to control them. Similarly, you can see general administration expenses increased just by 2,000, which is fair. Interest and discount received increased by 10,000, purchase discount by 35,000, which indicates that owners are applying good purchase policy and payment system. So basically what you have to do, you need to compare the 2 year, take the difference and take out the percentage. And lastly, if they ask for comment, just post the comment. I hope this video will serve your purpose and you can secure good marks for your coming semester exam. So please bear with me, and if you like my video, please subscribe my video. Thank you.